Hey, there you are, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, woo-hoo, to Total War Saga Troy and my Menelaus, King of Sparta campaign. Well, there was only one real option, wasn't there, here, ladies and gentlemen? There was only one choice I could go for. King of Sparta, played by the warrior of Sparta. It was written in the stars that I did this campaign. It was meant for me. Me. It's like Creative Assembly put this out just in time and knew that this was my first campaign back on YouTube, and it just came together perfectly. But no, in all seriousness, I am super excited to be back here recording today, my first campaign back on the channel since returning to YouTube. And I've got to say a big thanks to Creative Assembly for allowing me to release this first episode early. They didn't forget about me. I've been away for this long and he still remembered me and gave me early access, so thank you very much to them for that. Just want to quickly say as well, I haven't been told to say this, but don't forget, guys, obviously you're probably aware, but if not, don't forget, Epic Game Store released on Thursday, this Thursday, the 13th of August. If you want to get your hands on it, absolutely nothing at all. It's going to be free for the first 24 hours. So it's worth it. There's nothing to lose here, guys. You know, even if you haven't got the Epic Games launcher, just download it. It takes 2 minutes, and then you can get a Total War game for absolutely free for 24 hours. So it's worth a go. See what you think. But yeah, super excited to be back. What I'm going to try and aim to do, obviously, with this campaign is release it as regularly as possible. Hopefully, fingers crossed, at least one, possibly 2 episodes a day, and see how it goes. So if you want to see more of this campaign, the best way to let me know of that is, of course, to drop the video a like. And in fact, what I'll do today, I'm going to do this episode as a 1 hour long special. So the first episode, 1 hour long special. If you want to see part 5 as well being an hour long episode, then the best thing to do is drop it a like. And if we can get to 300 likes, 300 likes for 300 Spartans at Thermopylae, it seems only apt that, yeah, if you get to that target, then I'll release a hour long episode at part 5. Now, this is the only campaign I'm going to be doing on this game on Troy to start with, but that's not to say that in the future I won't return and do other Let's Plays with other factions on Troy. Again, the best way to let me know that if you want to see more of this game is to keep up the likes across the episodes and let me know down in the comments section. And yeah, I'll definitely be obliged to do more of these campaigns as time goes on. And also, this game does have the unit name feature within it, so if you want to have any of my units named after your suggestions, then of course let me know in the comments. Come up with your best ideas and I'll be sure to pick my favourites, and yeah, those units will be named throughout the course of this game, throughout the course of this campaign, and you never know, your name suggestion may bring that particular unit to eternal glory. So yeah, let me know of any down below in the comments section. And I will be probably recording a couple of these episodes before I release them, so any sort of ideas, tips, or even name suggestions for units, then I'll probably pick them up after a couple of episodes. So don't think I'm ignoring you, it's just because I would have pre-recorded some of them beforehand. So let's jump into it then, ladies and gentlemen. And I just want to quickly show you, actually I do like the fact that when you hover over the statues, or when you don't hover over them, actually they've got sort of bronze look to them. I quite like that. It's the small things, ladies and gentlemen. It's the small things that matter sometimes. Anyway, here we go.
Take back what is mine.
Menelaus, King of Sparta. Let's have a quick look at the overview of the faction. Take it all in before we kick things off. But of course, if you do want to skip ahead, I will put a timestamp in the description and in the comment section, so you can go straight to the point where we begin on the map itself. But let's have a quick look at everything here. Now, in terms of victory conditions, and this will probably be the norm throughout my campaigns on Total War, I will usually go for the smaller victory conditions to keep the campaign at a good length, not to go majorly overboard with it and have, you know, not thousands but hundreds of episodes out. You want to make sure it's kind of, it gets to the point, it gets to a nice conclusion in a good space of time. So yeah, I'm going to be going for, in this case, for the narrative driven victory conditions. It only seems right because this game is very much a narrative driven campaign, obviously with the taking of Helen to Troy and trying to take her back as our objective. It kind of makes sense that we keep to those narrative driven victory conditions, as you can see here. So you can see complete all of the steps of your hero's epic mission chain. Current progress 0 of 12. We've got to make sure we destroy and confederate. We'll be fucking destroying them. Hector of Troy, Parish of Troy, and Troy as a whole. There won't be any confederation with them, guys, I can tell you. Take back my wife. How bloody dare they? So we get her back. And then we've got to hold 2 settlements, including the following: Knossos in the southern isles of Greece and Troy to the east. So they're the main conditions for victory in this one. How do I get back? Is it there? No, it's not. It's down here. I'm still trying to find my way around this game. I've only played it for about an hour so far, so I'm still trying to find my way around it. So you can see our starting position here, of course, down in the southern mainland of Greece. And we've got an enemy there. And we've got a few allies around us, or friendly factions. One ally, of course, the main one, our brother Agamemnon, playing as the Mycenaean faction, so he's going to be a very important ally in this campaign for sure. So we've got a lot of friendly factions around us, as you can see, apart from those bastards, so we're taking them out as soon as possible. Over here, let's have a quick look at the sort of faction mechanics. Now, one of them that really stuck out for me when I saw this gameplay a few weeks ago with the preview videos that were released by certain YouTubers was the fact that having a defensive or military ally allows you to now recruit units from their roster. I don't know if this was a mechanic that was in Three Kingdoms or in Warhammer 2, because I didn't really play those 2 games with me being away from YouTube during that time. But if it isn't, and it's a new feature, I quite like the sound of it. It will open up some avenues for us to be able to get better units, some ones we haven't got, and really expand our roster in a sort of organic way, but in a way that makes it that we should be looking to as many opportunities as possible for different factions to become allies with us, because it will open up more avenues for recruitable units. And as you can see here, call to arms units can be recruited regardless of where your army is. So that's going to be interesting. Hopefully that will give us a bit more opportunities around the campaign map. Call to arm units take more turns to be recruited. Obviously it makes sense. They're not going to be easy to be recruited. Else will be OP as hell if that was the case. Spartan colonies instantly colonize a raised settlement within your line of sight without sending an army. Okay. Settlement colonization costs resources, and far away raised settlements are expensive to colonize. So again, yeah, it makes sense giving that option to us, but again, making it's not going to be easy to us to be able to claim these settlements. We need to make sure we've got the right resources in place beforehand. So Menelaus' roster combines devastating heavily armoured infantry with effective slingers used for preemptive strikes. Now, in terms of our heroes, I don't really know much about heroes yet, guys. That's going to be something we'll sort of work out as we go. I do know that we can't recruit this following class for some reason. Just won't allow us. It must be sort of the way the faction is. So again, we'll sort of get to grips with heroes as we play the campaign. So we start with these unique units of light spear runners, axe champions. They're going to be quite good. And heroic axe warriors. They're going to be nice. You can see their excellent armor piercing damage. That's what I like to see. Smash through those enemy lines. And in terms of our hero, Menelaus, he's got 2+2 motivation of new hero recruits and 4 to influence across the region. Right, I think that's important influence if I'm correct. So again, we'll look at that as we go. Look at the settings, make sure I've got this right. Minimal advisor help, absolutely. I don't want him yapping away at me here. Time of day setting, normal cycle. Oh yes, it's got a night and day cycle now, hasn't it, in this game? I do quite like that on the campaign map. But we'll just keep it at normal. 60 minutes battles, yeah, it's fine. Battle realism off, I don't like that on usually. We'll bump these up to hard. Because, I mean, come on guys, it's my first campaign back. Don't be too hard on me. I can't go for veteran or legendary yet. Maybe next campaign, but not yet. So that's it. We are ready, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get my wife back. So this is something I'll be saying to you in every start of every campaign going forward we do a Let's Play on. It's a new saying for me. I want you to get ready with this one. I want you to get involved with this one. It's very simple. Get comfy. Get the snacks ready. Buckle in. And let's do this.
Are we mere playthings of the gods? Or do we plead divine influence to justify our foolish choices?
He's taken her! He's taken my wife! You've risked the safety of Troy.
Troy is my home now.
You have my oath, brother. She will be returned to you.
Brother, I can fight!
Go. Seek shelter. There'll be plenty of fighting ahead.
Helen's flight was a grave wound to Achaean pride. King Menelaus will have his revenge. And his brother will have his war with Troy, just as the gods intended. Hear me, spear-famed Menelaus. Brazen Prince Paris of Troy has dared to steal your wife.
Paris of Troy must pay!
Gold-rich Mycenae, ruled by your brother Agamemnon, will support your cause.
Troy thinks to slight me, but they will pay the price.
As well as exacting vengeance upon Troy, other matters demand your attention. Open rebellion has devastated the region of Eetis, where a pretender is trying to take power for himself. South of Eetis, mighty Tiryns holds Kythera Island, blocking your access to the treasures of Crete, which are beyond imagination. Consolidate your power at home. Urge Helen's suitors to honor the oath of Tyndareus in your defense, and wage war on the perfidious Trojan princeling.
Here we go. Ooh, I tell you, it feels great to be back. I feel really excited to be doing this again. Oh, it's been too long. It's been too goddamn long, ladies and gentlemen. But before we do anything or go any further, let's just address something. Who the hell do you think you are? You know, Spartan noble pretenders. A pretender you are, and a pretender you shall remain, because I'll be taking you out very goddamn quickly. So let's just talk about things. Let's get an idea of what we're going to do with this campaign before we kick things off. Now, what I'm not going to do is go through all the sort of mechanics of the game in terms of, you know, the Spartan Menelaus campaign or Troy as a whole, because you've probably already seen that from the recordings that were released by YouTubers a few weeks ago. If you don't and you haven't seen them and you want to get a bit more information about how this all works, I mean, obviously I'll talk to you about it as we go through the game, but not go into a lot of depth about it. So if you do want to go into more info and find out more about it, then I recommend check out Lionheart's Menelaus campaign video he did a few weeks ago. I'll link it down below in the description. He goes through everything about it, and it's the best way to find out more about how to play this game. So let's just quickly go into the overview. Hey, I haven't forgotten my keyboard. I know what I'm touching here. Tab to get up to there. I haven't forgotten it all. 2.5 years, still remember things. Anyway, so how do you play? We know about it. Spartan colonies. We know about what we just discussed this beforehand. Call to arms and the colonization you can do with Menelaus. So we'll just exit that. So we've got a initial mission here. It's to take out those bastards, to stop those Spartan noble pretenders. So we'll take them out pretty quickly. Our reward, nice bit of food, nice bit of bronze. So we'll take them out, as I say, once I've gone through what our objectives are, what our initial sort of target should be in this campaign. So we'll close that one. So I'm trying to sort of assimilate this as much as possible to my Wrath of Sparta campaign. Obviously the map is pretty similar, and I feel the objectives are quite similar, because in that game my main enemy was Persia, over here to the east in Asia Minor. So what I did in that campaign was consolidate my forces in this region, in the mainland of Greece, either by allies, taking the settlements for myself, and just building a foothold here. And then I did remember moving down and taking some of these Greek isles over here. Now this is where I think, well, what do we do? And this is where I want you guys to suggest and help me with this. And again, I will know about it in a few episodes time, when I've obviously caught up with the comments and me pre-recording these first episodes, so I will start to take note of them as we go, but we probably won't have to be in a position where we have to do anything about it until a few episodes down the line anyway. So do I consolidate here, gain territories, gain more allies alongside Mycenae, and we push across the Aegean and take Troy that way by force, get my defensive allies or my military allies to set a war target on Troy, and we all go across and beat the crap out of them that way? Or do I still do that in a way, but take these isles down here? I know some of these are actually unoccupied settlements, so we can obviously colonize them as we go and start to get a foothold in these Greek isles down here, and then push up from the south and start to take settlements ourselves and progress north as we hit Troy up here. So it's which way do we go? Do we do a mixture of both? Do we do the colonizations or the sort of stronghold here, or do we do it this way and push down and go across the Aegean islands that way? Let me know down below, ladies and gentlemen, down below in the comment section, because what I do know is at the moment, if we go into diplomacy, Troy, look at that, rank 1 strength ranking. This shows how strong this faction are. Rank 1 is the strongest of all, so they are kind of obviously going to be our end game boss fight. So they are in a position at the moment where they are the strongest. They will probably remain the strongest for a long period of this campaign, so they're going to be an absolute bastard to take out. So we need everything we can behind us to attack them. So just again, bear this all in mind as we try and think about how we're going to go about taking Troy out. So while we're in the diplomacy map or diplomacy section, let's have a quick look at our situation here. So sort out by attitude. So Mycenae, we know, are defensive allies. Let's have a quick little chat to them.
Of course I will listen to my brother.
Of course you will. So I want to try and get that military access sorted out, just to make sure that we can, if we need to get into their lands, we can do. And I think we will... Now this is another term you're going to be seeing quite a lot of in this campaign, or a phrase that you're going to be hearing. It's a single barter for Sparta. That's what we're going to be having, a single barter for Sparta. I don't know why no one said that yet. It rhymes, it rolls off the tongue so beautifully. Single barter for Sparta. So let's try and see. They have got a surplus at the moment of 1,400 food, where we've got a bit as well, but we can always have a bit more. So let's try and see if we can demand a little bit to this deal of military access. So it looks like we're doing pretty well. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Right there. So you can see there, that indicates to us that we're going to probably get this agreed. So add to the offer. Single barter, 160 food, military access. Will you accept?
Of
Lovely.
course.
Thank you very much indeed. Because I feel the faction mechanics or the game mechanics of resources are going to be very valuable in diplomacy. They will play a big part of diplomacy, I feel, in this campaign. So resource management, trying to barter that with a deal, is going to help us along the way for sure. So let's get out of here. In fact, no, one last thing I want to do with the Mycenae is I want to set them a war target. I want to set them the target of this here, Tirins, if that's how you pronounce it. Because if they take that region out there for me, they've also got a region down here. Now I want to take this for myself. It's a wood resource region. Now if there's any large army down here, the natural course of events I would think would be that they would take that force and try and go north to defend this settlement here. Maybe they've got an army already there, but if they're not and they're undefended, they want to take an army from the south to support. And if you do that, draw that army away, it gives me the element of surprise to go and attack these guys down here, or this region down here, and they will be undefended, so it'll make it a lot easier for me. So that's why I've done that. So Knossos, I don't really want to get involved much with Knossos, because ideally at some point we will want to take them out, so we'll leave them with nothing in place with them. Pylos, yeah, they're friendly. I don't really want to see me. I don't see me taking out them for any reason at the moment. So let's see what we've got with them.
I am happy.
Non-aggression, military access. Oh, they want a military alliance, or they want a defensive alliance. Okay. Again, let's get our friends together. They really do want a military alliance. Sorry, defensive alliance. And again, it will open up their unit roster to us. So they're that much up for it. Let's try and get some bartering going on. So what have they got a surplus of? Bronze. I can see this episode being a lot of diplomacy. Sorry about this, guys, but it is a massive part of this game now. I think Creative Assembly did kind of push that point in their videos early on, that, you know, resource management and diplomacy is a big part of this game now. So yeah, 300 bronze, defensive alliance, agree.
I will.
Thank you very much. Lovely. That's given us a nice little increase in bronze, and we've now got a defensive alliance with them. So let's get off this. How do we get off this bit now? It's declining to keep forgetting that. Argos, not the shopping centre. Let's have a look there. It's a British shopping centre, so if you're from America and you're thinking, who the hell are Argos? It's that one. So let's go to here.
With Sparta is in both our interests.
Well, of course, it's actually in my interest, but yeah, you can agree to that. So military access, again, single barter. What have they got a lot of? Wood. Now, I believe wood in this game is used quite a lot. So let's make sure we've got as much as possible. Add to the offer. Agree. Yes.
Agree.
Thank you very much. Excellent. Right, so that's a little bit more wood to the treasury. Ithia. Is it Ithia? Ithia?
Take wine with me, and we will talk.
No, I don't want to do much with me. Oh, this is Odysseus. Ah, Sean Bean. Right. Yeah, because basically, you know, in terms of this game, I know quite a lot of it anyway. A little bit from Homer's Iliad, a lot of it from the film Troy, which is one of my guilty pleasures. I love Troy. It's a great film in some ways. It's really good. So yeah, I know a lot about this story from that, and I know he was played by Sean Bean. So yeah, I don't think there's much we can do with this unless he can give us a bit of wood. I think he's going to give us wood. He's going to give us some wood. Again, try and get as much as possible. You going to agree to 50? Are you going to agree to that? You are indeed.
Works.
Thank you. Great stuff. So decline that. Salamis
Of course
or
I will listen
Salamis?
to you, Menelaus.
Where are you? Where are you? Whereabouts are you based? I can't find you on the map. I think you must be to the north somewhere. I can't see you, but you must be around this area. So he wants non-aggression. Great, we'll take that. And again, we'll get some bartering going on. So it's food that these guys have got a surplus of. I wish I could just hold down the mouse and it'd go up quickly, but you have to keep clicking it. It's a bit of a pain. So let's just type in this because it's going to take forever. We take 500. No, you nearly 450. Go on, give us a 450. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Make it work. Have the other faction make additional requests that it can't. Oh, make it work. Oh, go on then. Yeah, that's nice. So I give them 2 bronze, non-aggression. They give us 450. Yeah, lovely. I'll agree to that one.
I certainly will.
Thank you very much. I always feel that diplomacy is real key at the beginning of a campaign. It sets up what we want from our factions around us going forward. It sort of sets it up nicely to build upon with getting everything right with other factions around us. So this is the mighty Achilles. Let's have a chat, my friend.
I'll hear what you have to say.
So yeah, non-aggression. Definitely, I don't want to be fighting you. Military access, yeah, you'll take that as well. Single barter. So you've got a lot of wood as well. Okay, so let's have a look here. 250. Would you take that? You'd take more than 250. 350. Oh, come on. 320. 320. I feel like I'm at an auction here. Okay, will you do that one? Go on. Yes.
I'm happy with that.
Good. So am I. I shall see you soon, Achilles. The mighty Achilles. So all these bastards down here, the Arcadians, etc., are where I start to think to myself. So Salamis are up the north there, right? Okay. So Arcadians, you see that's a lovely area of land there. That's right next to Sparta that I could go and take. A good chunk of land, so I'm not going to do anything with them because they are probably going to be my next target, as well as the Corinthians, after I take out the Tyrians down here. Okay, so that's it. That is pretty much negotiations done for the first turn, and we've got quite a lot of resources out of that, so it's quite good. So objectives, we know them, what we're going for with that. Royal decrees, yes, this is like our tech tree. In a way, so we've already got this one, Royal Granaries, which gives us 280 plus food per turn. I'm tempted to either go for the Treasure Hall, which is 20 gold per turn, which is a valuable resource, especially early game, or wood. Again, as I said, wood is a lot that you need to have for early game building and, of course, unit recruitment as well. So I'll go for this, then go for the Treasure Hall after that. Diplomacy we've done. Divine Will. This is a big mechanic of Troy. So you've got two options. You've got the prayer, which will sort of like give you an immediate effect of, as you can see here, it depends on which god we go for, and it is sort of split into three types. If I'm correct, let me go on to the help overlay. Yeah, you've got green gods, which watch over the state and its people. Sort of like, you know, sort of diplomacy that way. Not diplomacy, but you sort of your people as a whole in terms of the goodwill of the nation. Domain is Dominion. Sorry, domain. Dominion of red gods is war and battle. So that could be early game what we would want to look at. And then yellow gods are teachers of wisdom and cunning. So sort of technology, research, advancement in buildings and that sort of stuff. So I would probably want to go for something early on that gives me an improvement to my war machine. So I'm thinking at this stage we look at Ares. I would say, who else we've got? Athena. So if we pray to them, the cost of that will be, I think it's a one effect. It's 4 turns it will give us this sort of effect will of praying to them. 20 gold, a lot of freaking gold that is early on, and food, it gives us +1 rank, recruit rank to all units, so that's instant experience rank to them. Or Ares gives us -5 to enemy units, 20 gold, 400 food against a lot. Or if we go for a Hecatomb, yeah, it gives us 500 cost food straight away, but we get an increase in our favour of 70, and you can see here you start to go up higher and higher with the favour. So if you keep building hecatombs and keep it going and get up to the 600 worship, you're at the top level of that god in terms of its benefits it'll give to you. So you can see there, respected gives you rank 1, a few perks there, rank 2 celebrated, rank 3 worshipped. So if we do that straight away, we're going to at least get into the respected area. Which will give us that 1+2 local recruitment capacity and 20% to morale of units, swords and axe units. You see, I'm tempted to go for that one, especially recruitment capacity. So I think we build a Hecatomb early doors. We've got enough money. So we've got money. That's what I keep thinking it is. It's money. It's not. It's resources now. We've got enough food to do that. Hecatomb all day, baby. Yes, let's do it.
Prepare the sacred feast.
Bang. So we've already got that now. We've got straight away favour 70, respected. I don't know how long this lasts for. Obviously it starts to decay as time goes on. So we're going to have to keep building hecatombs. Is it building? Do you build them? Or you do something with them? Or it's a sort of a ritual you have with them? And I keep building that up till I get to rank 3, and then we'll see how we go from there. But I don't know how long the depreciation takes in terms of that favour. So we'll see. We'll keep monitoring that. So there we go for that. Our temples and rituals have pleased the gods. The omens clearly show their favour. Lovely. Okay, so that's a good start. In the honour of Ares, hundreds of bulls for the glory of Ares, 100 signs of our obedience. Right, okay. So it's some sort of sacrifice ritual we did for that then, which seemed to have included 100 bulls. Poor bastards. Right, call to arms. So this is where this faction mechanic for Menelaus comes into play. The fact that we have now got a recruitment pool of our defensive allies. So Mycenae gives us these available: spearmen, Achaean slingers, skirmishers, young spears, and militia. Militia we need to avoid. They're crap. We don't really want to get militia. Early game, don't want them. Pylos. Now they are our new defensive allies. So we've got young spears, militia. I mean, a lot of these will be probably the same across the Greek factions. Achaean slingers, bowmen. That'd be pretty good. I can't recruit them yet. Oh, it's because I've not got enough food. Or maybe because obviously you can only recruit the units that the factions your defensive allies with can recruit. You can't just go and recruit from a defensive ally their top tier unit when they haven't got access to it themselves yet. You only can do that when they've got access to it. So it's either I can't forward them. Oh yes, it is. It's in fact it is the food. It's the fact that they're at 1680 and I've got 1660. If I got the food, then I would have got them. If not, if they hadn't got access to that unit, I wouldn't have. But it's just because of the food. Right. So these what I've got. I'm liking the look of those spearmen and those Achaean slingers early game, definitely. So we'll look at them possibly as options in the recruitment. Spartan colonization. So there is a few colonies, as I said to you at the beginning, especially in the southern islands of Greece, which could be colonized. Those islands over there. Oh, that one. That we'll try and do that once we've taken out these pretenders. Kissamos, Lapa. So they're right next to each other, and Melos. So they're pretty much all of them in the south on the islands of Greece. But they're not cheap, as you can see. So we'll have to sort of see about when we do this. The idea is to do it, but we need to pick the right moment. I mean, that one, especially Lapa, you know, the guy at the introduction, we did say the treasures of the south, the gold is there. That's a main settlement there. That's wood, food, and gold. Right, okay, that one, Lapa. Ooh, that'd be quite good, actually. We'll look at Lapa, I think, first. Hopefully down here, we won't be subjected to enemy attacks. I don't think that there'll be much activity down here from AI factions, so I think we'll be alright. Okay. Right, so we've done that. We've done them. Oh, yeah, let's have a look at our... Oh, we haven't looked at our actual regions that we control yet. So Sparta, the main region of our territory, of course. So we could go for stone houses, which would cost us 60 stone, 760 wood. What does it give us? It gives us 40 plus growth to the province. Growth is obviously important. It helps with population surplus, which we'll be able to build up our main faction buildings in our cities and settlements, so that's important to make sure the faction growth is always on the plus side. Happiness is a key because obviously you don't want an unhappy population. We don't want any rebellions and things like that. And influence as well. Influence is an important faction mechanic because, as you can see there, buildings with higher influence bonus provide additional resources. If influence in the province is at 60 or above, we get that. If it's not, we don't get that bonus. obviously want to, so we need to make sure influence is always on the rise or a good solid level, and it is at the moment on the rise by 0.4, so that's good. Do we go for this yet, or do we look at some other buildings? I mean, you've got here the altar of Dyke or the foreign encampment. Recruitment +1 to recruitment rank of envoys. -10 to recruitment cost of foreign units. +1 local recruitment capacity. So again, that's combine that with Ares' favour. Maybe. That's, I don't know about that, because I'm not going to go for Zeus at the moment for favour, so there's no point trying to go for that. Happiness, I don't know about that one. We've got military building chain already, so we don't need to worry about that really, apart from this one. Garrison. We've got these, right, okay, so these are sort of, these food buildings, or administration, right, food buildings, wood. Happiness, that's quite good. These are where we get priestesses, don't we, from these? I'm not sure, guys. I'm not sure at the moment. We've got the building chains here. Because if you look here, these is where we obviously get the new units from for our military access. I mean, I don't know what priestesses do. They must help with, obviously, favour to the gods and what they help in terms of influence. I don't know, guys. I may go for this one, actually. No, I don't know. God, no, don't pressurise me. Influence. I'm going to go for happiness, actually. It will give us access to the spy as well. Yeah, get the happiness up. Okay. Now, in this settlement down here, Attilion. Why is that got indicated? This building has already been constructed in this province. Constructing another may not provide any additional benefits. Right, okay. So you want to go up to that chain there. Which is a bit of a waste because we'll never get access to royal barracks because we can't get to a tier 5 settlement here. So we should have done that really in the... Well, we have got that in the main building, haven't we? So that's why we don't want to do it here. Right, so let's have a look at what we've got. So this is a stone settlement. So we want to try and boost that production as high as possible. So 28 plus stone, -1 construction time for all buildings, but it decreases influence. That decreases happiness, but gives us 5% to all resources in the province. And that gives us 88, but then -70 to growth. I mean, I can counter the happiness with the building I've got at the vineyard. I'm going to leave that for the moment. I don't know what I'm going to do there with that one, guys. We'll see. In terms of recruitment, we won't do anything yet because we want to take out these royal pretenders to begin with. But once we've done that, we'll start to recruit some of these units. We can see here, from our local recruitment, we've got militia, axemen, we've got the spearmen as well, and the Achaean slingers. So really what the defensive allies offer us, we've already got anyway, apart from then the Laconian axemen. So we could get them. Are they from Mycenae? Where are the Laconian axemen from? I'm confused. Who gives us the Laconian axemen? Because I don't know. I'm confused by that. I don't know why we should have access to them.
Agamemnon's kin.
Is it because we've got them? Maybe it's because we've got them. Okay, right. Yeah, so you can see we've got quite a few. We're going to definitely try and replace these militia. Get the axemen in to replace them. I know they're sort of armor piercing, and they are armor piercing, but still, I'd rather have armor piercing and sort of medium weight class units behind us instead of lighter, poor morale units. I know they're swift footed, but they aren't the best in terms of attack. That's what I want to see. So I will probably go for these two as my options. Okay, guys, that's pretty much it then. So Let's go for a battle. Let's do it.
I'll not falter.
Let's go and take these gits out. So as you can see, oh, there you go. So the air is going to kick in now. So there you go, 20% to the morale of our sword and axe units. So that's going to help us, and it's got to take effect in this battle. Yeah, you can see there above. So let's kick in and start off with this fight. But yeah, you can see I'm a bit rusty, guys. It's my first episode back ever since I've come back to YouTube, so I'm going to be a bit rusty. I'm going to be a bit slower than usual, but as we get into this campaign, as we get a grip on it, then definitely I will start to fly around the screen a bit better and know my choices better. So keep with me, and I'm sure you'll get quicker and easier as we go. But it's great to be back. Just want to make sure you know that. Okay, it's dry. That's what we want, really. Nice dry weather conditions. So start the deployment. Okay, right. So these are swift-footed. Let's get the details on. So swift-footed, they're quick. They can get around places. So we really want them to be in a position where they are flanking the enemy. Try and get them to hit the sides or the backs of them. I don't think flanking has much as an effect in this game, if I remember. I'm sure I've read that somewhere, that flanking isn't as big on this game. Again, if you let me know in the comments if you know anything different or if that's the case. But let's see. So we've got our Achaean thing. Let's have a quick look at the units, guys. We haven't looked at the units. That's always a thing we have to do on this game. So these are slingers. Light, mobile. As you can see, not the best. Obviously, early game again. Now these are where we can start to use these a bit better as time goes on, because these are better units all round. So these are our light spear runners. Light but armor piercing, swift footed, so that's good, and can do a hybrid switch between defensive and attack mode. You know, put the shields behind them and get out the spears and attack offensively. So that's what we can do if needs be, or just go back to defensive with the shields enabled. And then we've got these guys, excellent armor piercing damage, chargers, medium weight class, two-handed infantry, damage dealers, which is what we want. And then the man himself, me. Yes, he's ready, Menelaus. Look at him, he's ready for the battle. He's cheering already. So yes, the man himself, ready and waiting. Now I believe he's got a buff, or he's right. So he has got this ability where he can basically attack or target an enemy, and it will bring them and taunt them into attacking him. So it draws a unit out and brings them to us. So that could be quite handy, especially the slingers, get them out of the way of attack range, things like that. So we'll see how that one unfolds. But yeah, right, so we'll have a main army here, the Achaean to the right, them far right to flank, and we'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed, guys. First battle back. So they're going to sit back, defend. They're not going to move at all. So we'll put them moving on the side there. Right, so we're not going to make these bastards run. We want them to make sure they are not winded before they engage in battle. I always used to do that. I always used to make them run to a fight and they'd be knackered before they've even swung their sword. And everyone used to say in the comments, "Why are you doing it? Why are you making them run?" And yeah, you're probably right, actually. So I need to be a bit more aware of that. Anyway, so let's fast forward. Let's, in fact, while we're waiting, let's have a quick look at these guys. So they've got militia, slingers. They're the trouble. Swordsmen, light, skirmishers at the back. So they've got two missile units, and they've got this Arcas, who's sort of a defender champion. Oh, they've got spears behind them. Bollocks. Right, so we have got a few units to be dealing with. Where are they going to attack to? There, right, okay. Now I've got my performance on this game pretty much at a mixture of high and ultra. And my PC is pretty shit now, guys. It is. It's not. It's on its last legs, but it's running it nicely. It's not too bad. So it does show that this game is quite well optimized by the sound of things. It did recommend I went for full ultra, but I didn't want to do that. I just brought some settings from the max down to high, and as I say, it does run quite well. So bearing in mind that I've got a crap PC, don't worry. There's hope for you if you have got one yourselves and not too good. This should run not bad. Okay. Keep going. We don't want to go in range of their slingers. Where's their slinger range? It's not. It's there. It's on the cusp there. Right. So we'll just keep moving forward. We want to make sure our militia are in position on the right. I mean, slingers really as well. If you could get them to sort of sweep around here, they could then... Oh no, they're in range. Stop, 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 stop. Right, get the slingers to go around here, and then we could, if they could be drawn into fighting us, we could get the slingers hitting them in the back. Then you see, I'm still thinking. You see, guys, even after 2 years away, I've still got a method to my madness. Even if it is crap, there is method. Right, okay. Let's slowly approach them now. Oh shit, slingers are being fired upon. Come on, get out there, get out there, get out there. Come on, don't you die on me. Let me start pushing now. Start pushing. I've had enough. Push them, push them, push them. See what we can do. Right, get these bastards to be taunted. Right, militia. Move, move, move. Let's go.
Your hero is under attack.
Yeah, he's okay. He's okay. Taunt them, taunt them. Come on. Let's go. You can sort... Menelaus, take them out. You can deal with them yourself. That's not worked, I don't think. Damn it. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. I'm in a tight angle here. We can't get round the back of him. Come on, get in there. Push, push, push. How are you doing, Menelaus? You're fine. Right, you take out those spears. Drive them away. Yeah, they are being pushed back. Even if you just do that and nothing else, as long as you take them out the fight for a little bit, gives us time to consolidate ourselves in the centre. Oh, it's great. I love this. It's I've missed this so much. This is great. Back where I belong. On the fields of Sparta. Right, see what you can do. Menelaus, are you alright? You are okay. Right, so we're all engaged. We're pretty much all engaged, bar that unit being pushed away over there. That's fine. Where's their hero unit? He's over here. So he's fighting against my units on the side. He's okay. As long as Menelaus is doing his job. Right, you can start firing on them and we'll push him over here. We'll try and get him to concentrate on Arcas. Get Menelaus to do that. So they are driving away that unit. Good. The militia. Right, come back, come back. How are they doing? Are they engaging the fight over there? They're driving away. Bring them back over here. They're driving them. They're routed. Great. So I think Menelaus has kicked in a fight now, a duel with Arcas. Great. Balance of power is pushing towards us nicely. Keep it up, gentlemen. Militia are engaged with their light swordsmen. Axemen, yeah, you can come back now. Pull back. Get back into the fight. We need you. Come back over here. Militia, come over and try and rip them in the back. In fact, cut them off over here. Cut the slingers off. You support the militia over here and get these light swordsmen taken out. Slingers come and say militia take the slingers. We've got to be aware of those bastards coming back. These skirmishers over there. Slingers, actually go for them. Actually, get him off this skirmish mode. Yeah. There we go. Come on, charge him. That was a bit of a crap charge. Come on, you should have smashed into them a bit better than that. Go on, fire. We need to take it out there. Yes! Yes. Get out of here, Menelaus. Take him down. Drive them away. Slingers. Okay. If we take out their hero, that should complete a chain route. Hopefully. If I can't chase him down. Oh no, he's gone out of range. Doesn't matter. He's fleeing the field. That's all I want to see. Because obviously I've got to get used to this. You know, we are. Oh, there we go. Victory. Bingo. First in the bag. Close victory. I'll take that. And the battle there. Yes, I've got to get used to this. Of course, we're pretty much Bronze Age, aren't we, here? So there's going to be very little in terms of cavalry that we can use here. So it's going to be a lot more of infantry movement. That's going to slow battles down, slow mobility down, and I've got to be aware of that. So it may take a while. You know, I'm new, guys. I'm back to it. Give me a break. But no, yeah, I'll get used to it. I'll get used to it again. So not too bad. We only lost 104 of our men. They lost considerably more. And the thing is, we can probably do unit replenishment here. Get some back on our side. I actually thought for a second that the fucking game crashed. I literally thought the game crashed and I was like, oh my god. Thank god for that. Right. Okay, close victory. So it's good. We've got 500 experience, 216 food. And what's this we've got? So that's how many units were killed by our own. Nice, I like to see that. So we've got an experience rank for our spearmen. Awesome. So over here, we can take lives of Sparta for Sparta and get 238 food for our granary. 8% to morale of our own units. We spill the blood or we take unit replenishment. I'm going to go for that one, guys. And
a welcome boost.
Victory for Sparta. Yes, they are no more.
Victory. Excellent.
Yes, pretenders they shall remain. So we've got a bit more of our boost to our economy from that. Lovely. So our next objective is to muster the troops, increase, basically double our unit ranks in our army from 6 to 12. And then we get another reward there. It'd be interesting to see what sort of objectives we get for the story-driven narrative. Actually destroyed, you know, so obviously in terms of this, what are these steps of your hero's epic mission chain? I want to see what they are. I don't think there's anything I've missed so far which are going to tell me what that is. Faction summary. I mean, there's nothing that's saying to me here what that story chain is. I think it'll just probably naturally start to come as we go. If we look at Menelaus now as a whole, we've actually got 2 XP points we can give to him. A bit like, you know, when you look at the Warhammer sort of mechanic of giving skill points to your generals, it sort of seems to be implemented the same into Troy. Let's have a look here. So we've got already that one, the War God's Call. We've got that. I think we tried to use it in the last battle. I don't know if it was used or not, but it's there. We know what it does. We can then push in to these chains. So we've got either the ability to lucky skill, dread of areas ability, plus 2.5 to heroes hit points. Okay, so it gives you the hit point increase, but it targets the enemy and it reduces morale and stamina to that unit for 25 seconds, or we increase our 60% armor piercing damage. gives us pretty much the same in terms of, yeah, the hit points are the same. And we've got sub skill points off it as well. I'm going to go for that one. Increase our armor piercing damage. Is that all we've got? Yeah, it's the only skill point we've got, is it? Have we got more? We haven't got more, have we? No, we've only got that. Right, so you can see now, because we've gone down that route, we can't go down the Dread of Ares route now. I don't know if it means we can't go down that. I suppose we can go to these two again and choose which one we go for, but in terms of this, per skill point, you can only do one. Okay. We don't want to disband him or replace him. That's all we've got. Equipment. Oh yeah, nice. Is why you get equipment for the units in here, or the generals. Menelaus' shield. Menelaus' belt. Okay. Traits we get. Okay, so it gets traits given to each general. 2%, 2+ motivation to recruits, +4 legion influence. This character is destined for greatness. When killed in battle due to age, they will be ruined. Okay, yeah. Right. Okay. Right, so obviously each general will have his own set of traits, which will obviously give him plus or negative bonuses or penalties. Okay, right, so that's our upkeep. Cool, that wasn't bad at all. So, colonize Etis. It would cost us 300 to colonize settlement. I'm just trying to work. Oh, right, okay. Oh, I'll get you now. I was just thinking, what does that mean? Basically, yeah, 100 of our 380, 500 of our 2126, and 300 of our 600 wood. Right. Yeah, I'm going to colonize it, guys. It's early game. I know it's quite expensive, but we need to get it built up. So we'll start to get that going as progression begins. We can't do it yet because we haven't got the funds. That's all. Okay, that's fine. But at least we've colonized it. And we'll move our units down. It will allow us to keep our global recruitment up. Or local recruitment up, I should say. And we can push down to Cythera in the south.
Celebrate this triumph.
We may as well. Have we got any movement range left? We have.
I will not give up. March on.
Because we want to start moving down to Cythera anyway. We haven't got any enemies to the north apart from. Ooh, we've got them there. We've got them there. Oh no, that's not us. That's not them. It's these. The faction logo look pretty similar. It's there. They only got one settlement in the north, so we haven't got a problem to worry about from attackers in that direction. So you may as well push down here with Menelaus and see what you can do about this region. Let's recruit while he's out at a standstill. In terms of upkeep, he's going to cost. In terms of upkeep, he's going to cost us 105 food a turn, but he's going to cost us initially 550.
As the gods will it.
Okay. I really want to increase the Achaean slingers and not. But I want to get rid of this militia. So let's get a Laconian axeman. Then we'll get rid of these two. I do want to get rid of them as soon as. I know they are quick, but I think we've got better chance with using them on our flanks as well, as opposed to these. If you know what I mean.
We did well.
We did do well. Let's do an end turn. Let's do an end turn, guys. So it's good. It's a good start. It's a damn good start. So yeah, as I say, if you want to see more of this campaign regularly on the channel, drop the video a like. Show me some support on it. If you want to see it regularly, then it's the best way of letting me know. A King's Decree. Israel Royal Decree. Okay. So yeah, if you want to see, regular parts, drop it a like. Let me know in the comments. I'll try and upload as soon as possible every day. Let's try and get to that 300 likes for this part if we can then, guys. Because obviously if we do that, we can get that part 5 being an hour-long special. Because usually, though, I'm going to aim for them to be about half an hour in length. So yeah, drop it a like, get it to 300, and we'll see what we can do again in early game part 5 for you. Thriving settlement. Upgrade any settlement building. Got a nice little bonus we get from that. Thirst for conquest. Maintain or control one province. Right, okay. So issue decree. Decree. Well, we know. Isn't that? That's the decree. We've also got a decree. So surely that's already in place, and then we'll get the. We've already completed that mission. Oh, so you see their epic missions. That's what must be the story-driven parts of the campaign there. Well, we've only got missions currently, so they must start to kick in a little bit later on. So King's Decree, that must be something we'll just get straight away after next turn because we've automatically got that going. I'm sure of it. It's not down here, is it? It's not here. Oh, we can rename settlements as well. Nice. No, there. Oh, the commandments. No, so we haven't got. No, it's not that. Because we haven't got a full province yet, so we can't do that. Okay. Right. So let's go down to here. Let's go down to Etis. Let's go and start this game going up a farming village. What's it going to give to us? It's a food settlement. Right. So let's get the farm village going. Right. Great. But yeah, you can see here when we talk about naming units as well.
Menelaus of Sparta.
Let me know down below. How do I name them again? Oh, there you go. Click on the unit and then rename. So let me know of your suggestions. Forget those two reprobates, but give me some suggestions for these guys. What do you want from them? Right, so let's move Menelaus down here. Still in his own territory. I think he can get across that land, I think, by walking, or we maybe have to get a ship across. He can't walk on water. He's not Jesus, but I'm sure he can get a small ship across.
On my way.
I love that effect when the map reveals itself. It sort of burns away the map. That combined with the day-night cycle, I think the campaign map element of this game is a real strong point of it. I know battles have had some criticism so far. I'm yet to make up my mind with that. I think the unit collision seems to be a little bit ropey still, as it was in previous builds. But the campaign map definitely does make a massive difference to this this game. I feel it does. It's good. It's got a lot of pluses to it. Like that God rays coming through on the daylight. The sunrise coming through. Nice. Right, okay. So we want to get some more units again. I can't really keep this being ignored. I've got to get units in as much as possible. So we'll go for another. We go for another unit of slingers. Yeah, right. That's fine. And then we can get rid of these two. Get rid of them now. I don't want you in my sights. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, so what's the situation down here? I think they're pretty open to an attack. So it's looking good. We'll save that for next episode. I know we've only done one turn. It's a lot to get through in the first part, but we have made a good, solid start. We've kind of got our head around things, which is important for me, obviously, playing this damn campaign. I need to know what I'm doing. I've got my head around things. Hopefully it's helped you guys out a little bit as well before you get your hands on the game on Thursday the 13th. As I say, completely free for 24 hours on the Epic Game Store. Anything I can do quickly before we wrap up the first part? I don't think there is. Obviously the war target is set for Tyrins to Mycenae to attack them. No, I think we'll leave the. Ajax. Are you friendly towards me, my friend? You are, Salamis. I forgot. Completely ignored you before.
Intelligent discourses in
No.
both of
I was just trying to see if we can get some resources off him, but we don't really want to be doing that.
to negotiate.
Ooh, are you? What's your state of play? Yeah, you are, Pylos. Not going to be someone I'm going to be probably going to war with soon. It's these bastards I want to take down. So these guys, I am pretty open to a military alliance.
What I can.
Oh, these are the ones I went to defensive allies with, isn't it? Yeah, I've got no qualms with you. I'm never really going to want to take the western side of Greece. So really, if you want a military alliance, then I'm all for it. But I want some resources from you. You've got bronze in redundance. Come on, come on, come on. Right, okay, we can get about 90 off him. With a military alliance as well. Is that fair?
Quite so.
It is, thank you, my friend. Okay, I think that's all we'll do with the diplomacy for the moment. Yeah, okay guys, I'll wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for putting up with this first part, me learning the ropes, going from A to B to C via Z, but you know, getting a grip of everything. As I said, that's what I want to do, and hopefully you've enjoyed it as well. Progress will start to get quicker as we go throughout the parts, and we'll start to see some real improvements with this. And yeah, nothing more to say. Thank you for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you want to see more. As I say, get it to 300 parts, not 300 parts, 300 likes. And I'll definitely look to do a hour special in part 5, and I'll definitely look to get this campaign out to you as soon as possible in terms of its regular uploading. Get the unit name suggestions down below for me. I'll definitely look to take them on to the battlefield with the armies as soon as I can, probably about part 3 or 4 by the time I start to be able to read your comments with what you have suggested to me. So thank you as always, and until next time, take care and farewell.